What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Across the Cowboys podcast. I am your host, Paul Ryan, and with me in what feels like forever are both Mike the Pig Crumb and Brendan Fergie Smith. Guys, how are you?
We had to get to a Tuesday at 6:24 p.m. to make this work. But my last day being busy, I have to remember I'm live on air. My last day of being busy with some other stuff was today. So I will no
Mike's got a
longer
girlfriend.
be doing that stuff. So I should be more available on Mondays every week.
Mike, what's this girl's name?
No. Not girl. Not girl. More official.
Oh, whoa, Mike. Love to hear that, sir. Well, before we won't get into your personal business, but where can we find you on Twitter, sir, Mike? And in the case that you want to share some of your personal life with us.
At CD Piglet, guys, it's not female or that personal related. It is wearing specific type of clothes and doing things but that I won't have to do anymore because I'm no longer going in to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, Brendan, tell us how you've been, man. What's been going on with you, sir?
Of course, done with school, Christmas, and all the holidays. So all the family stuff is finally simmering down. Even though my brother's moving out Thursday, so I have to help him with all that stuff, which is so much fun. Other than that, great. But I am now terrified for the latter part of our show. I'm completely scared.
I know the answer if I knew the yardage, but I do not, so I don't officially know the answer.
If I lose by 14, I'm going to get pissed.
On the other end, if Paul lost by 86, he would probably be pissed too.
Yeah.
So pissed.
I don't like that. He's been calm. He's known the answer. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about Paul's Patriot update. Well, of course, we won't get into the answer until later because that's when that happens. But it's a lot riding on this. I don't want to die.
We will be discussing the off-season bet between Brendan and I here later today for those of you who might be confused as to what we are talking about now. But Brendan, before we get into tonight's discussion, where can we find you on Twitter, sir?
At Brendan_Smith26.
You can find me on Twitter at Paul_Ryan15. Well, the NFL regular season has come to an end, and even though the Cowboys season ended a while ago, they had to end it with an almost embarrassing loss to the Giants, dare I say. However, the real story from last week was the sudden release of former All-Pro cornerback Trayvon Diggs. Brendan, were you surprised by the timing of the Trayvon Diggs release?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking they always drag their feet with this, are they going to cut him? But when they did a complete favor to Diggs, they cut him so he can go join a playoff team. This is everyone's going to be like, oh, wow, it's such a bad relationship. No. Dallas did him a huge favor. He would get signed by the Titans or something in the offseason for a little bit bigger bag, and that's the team he would be on. Well, now he could go on a playoff run. We'll talk later about playoff teams, but who knows? He could go on a playoff run.
The Packers did do Dallas a solid, though. They saved Dallas $500,000 by picking up Diggs.
Yes.
Nice. Michael, what about you? What were your thoughts on the release of Trayvon Diggs? Was that premature to you?
Yeah, I definitely was surprised. Like Brendan said, they typically drag their feet. Then you found out the circumstances, behind it, and it was like, oh, okay. They were like, why wait? You might as well just get it done now. So I get that. And once I heard the circumstances, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I was, one thing that did kind of confuse, though, is I thought somebody on 105.3 The Fan brought up a good point. I don't remember who it was, so forgive me there, but they released Diggs, but then they don't let go of Eberflus. However, they didn't waste any time doing that as he was let go earlier today. How surprised are you about how quickly they let go of Eberflus, Mike?
Yeah, that surprised me. That Jerry could use that, drag it a week, have it in there. Why haven't they fired him yet? Why isn't give something on 105.3 and the .coms to talk about? They'll do it a day or two on the sports channels. And I haven't asked about this. I have no inside knowledge, but from what I understand from listening to the Bobby Belts and stuff of the world, is this was Shoddy wants to get him out and get on to looking for a new DC because it wasn't Shoddy's hire. I mean, we got to be fair about it. So, I think that is more. Shoddy was like, "Hey, let's get this done. There's these candidates we could talk to. Let's start the ball rolling."
A head coach with power, man. We'll see what he does with it.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, me neither. What about you, Brendan? I guess you kind of feel similar about Eberflus as you did Diggs.
Oh yeah, but my kid on the head. This kid's dragged out. This is going to go towards the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Every time without fail. And now we're here before wild card weekend with a DC vacancy. This has never happened. I feel weird.
Yeah, I remember how long it took for them to, make the Jason Garrett firing official when they finally decided to let him go. It was like dragged and dragged and dragged on. It was a talking point, I want to say close to the Super Bowl.
Nolan took longer than this.
Yeah.
He was a DC, and he took longer.
Man, weren't those the days, sir, with the Mike Nolans and the Jason?
Those were not the days. Those were not the
I
days.
didn't say good days. I said those were the days. Is there anybody on this coaching staff you think hope Dallas might bring back, Mike?
No, not on this staff. No.
Not even White Cotton.
No, I don't. I mean, not hope. I'm not like, come on, we got to do. He did so great with nobody. Like, who got better? Quinn Williams wasn't as good. Kenny Clark wasn't as good. Clowney was better, I guess. The 13-year veteran. Like, I can't give much of that to White Cotton. So, do I care if he comes back? No. White Cotton could come back. I would be okay with it. Yeah. But I just, Donovan Ezeraku, I would say, was really good, and I'm really happy about his future. But I would also say he underperformed to what I thought he was going to be as a pass rusher. And so I can't, like, if they got rid of White Cotton, I wouldn't be like, whoa, what? Yeah, I can't believe it. Like, I didn't care that they got rid of Al Harris, and he was like, legitimately helped people. Look at what he's doing in Chicago. And I was like, no, I get it. I mean, they weren't good enough in the end. He developed a lot of good corners. I can't say that about White Cotton with the defensive line.
Brendan, how about you? Is White Cotton or anybody else maybe somebody you'd be interested in bringing back?
It would only be White Cotton, only for the simple fact of to keep your star defensive tackle happy, because Quinnen does love White Cotton. True. Only reason. You keep your stars happy. And so if he stays, cool. If he doesn't, we'll see what the new guy has.
Yeah, I want it to be like, I don't want Dallas to go, hey, part of your job is if we're hiring you, you're keeping White Cotton. I want it to be the new DC decides, and if he likes White Cotton, great. But let dude pick his own people.
Absolutely. Are you worried about anybody from the offensive coaching staff leaving, Brendan?
As of right now, no, but it's just because we don't know what the other 7 head coaching candidates, who they're going to try to poach, who they know. We don't know what their coaching staffs are going to look like yet. So I don't believe any right now. Hopefully Dallas will try to block as much as possible. I think if oh crap, I forgot who are the Cardinals thinking about getting. Who's the name going around? I forgot. Wasn't it? I'm blanking. But it wasn't Clayton Adams. The only reason I'm scared of Adams leaving is for the Cardinals because he already has prior ties to the organization. Yep. Everyone else, I think,
is a head coach though, because he is OC.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would go to Arizona to be a head coach.
Oh, okay.
So, that was the only thing that really scared me. I don't think anyone's leaving right now. Mainly for the simple fact I think it'll be a lateral move unless some other people get offers to be the OC of other teams. But right now, I think we're fine.
Mike, have you heard anything about maybe a potential?
No. Clayton Adams not coming up for any head coaching jobs. Just what he doesn't. What he does well is more position coach wise, even though he's an OC. So it would be hard he would have to have a couple more years and time making calls and stuff before I could see him. He would have to be a head coach. If somebody tries to poach him as OC, Dallas will say no. That's why they put him where they put him. So worried? No, I'm not worried. Would I be bummed if Adams went somewhere as a head coach or something? Yeah, I don't want to lose him, but I see that as a less than 1% chance. So I'm not worried about it,
Yeah.
hurting wise.
Yeah, when you kind of look at this offensive coaching staff, now that I think about it, there's a lot of kind of just inexperienced guys, at least in the NFL. So they might not be too sought after after one season.
Junior Adams, the wide receiver coach, did a hell of a job. If you look at, he couldn't get Turpin to not jump to catch the ball, but minus Turpin, people Holden, the little time we saw Holden, people were like, damn, he's got to make the team. Flournoy took a giant leap into he is now, we see him as now a offensive contributor. Whether you see him as the wide receiver 3 here, or if he did end up, say we traded Emery, or he was a free agent and signed somewhere, you would expect him to go to a team if he was available. Like there's no chance in hell he'll get cut like he did this year. Zero. He would get claimed like that. Pickens had his best year of his career. And if you look at Lamb's numbers compared to the games he was out, he had another great year. So I think Junior Adams, deserves some rep for what he did.
Yeah, you just look at Flournoy. I feel like now people, when they talk about Cowboys receivers, will start to mention his name in addition to hopefully Pickens and CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, he's the clear 3 now. I don't care what the money is with Turpin. I'm actually one of the few humans left in Dallas Cowboy land that wants to keep Turpin, but he's not wide receiver 3. It's not. Yeah. I don't care what his money is. Flournoy is wide receiver 3. Flournoy could get 1,000 yards next year. I wouldn't even blink an eye. I wouldn't be like, oh, Ryan Flournoy. He reminds me of like what Randall Cobb. If you go into a game saying we got to take away these things, Flournoy next year, I expect to annihilate people. If you try to double team both the outside guys, it was getting to a point where it was like, oh, we'll just go Flournoy for 100 yards. That's fine. You want to leave this guy on Flournoy? We'll go to 100 yards to him. And getting an off season now where he's that dude. You ain't going to hear about Trayshawn Holden. I don't care how he is. He's not going to compete with Ryan Flournoy for wide receiver 3. He can compete with Turpin. Nobody's competing with Flournoy for wide receiver 3. If something happened to one of your wide receivers, Flournoy's wide receiver 2. Like, it's no question. So I'm excited to see him work with Dak all offseason, work with the other receivers to become that. I'm telling you, I see Randall Cobb. That year where Randall Cobb was like, he needed to retire, made no money, and then came in and was a couple penalty calls away from being a third 1,000-yard receiver on the team. I could totally see that from Flournoy this next season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know he's one of the players that I'll be definitely excited to see how this offseason goes for him and heading into next season. Maybe even have to cop the Flournoy jersey before it becomes too popular. Is there a 12th? Is the 12th overall pick better than a potential one-and-done playoff appearance would have been for this team? I don't know if that wording makes sense, but Brendan, what do you think?
Oh, you need the 12th overall pick with this draft is so huge. Like, of course, you're like, oh, Shotty's getting his first head coach playoff experience. You would get killed. Your defense would get run. Like, you thought the Green Bay game was bad in the playoffs? Like, double that. This 12th overall pick could get you the number 1 safety in the class. It could get you the number 1 linebacker in the class. It can get you one of the top edges in the class. Like, this pick is so valuable for Dallas because this class isn't top heavy. It's made for the middle round of the first round. That's when you're gonna get your guys like, oh shit, like that works. Like if you can give me someone very church, do it. That's the best safety I've seen in my lifetime. I want to see someone better.
Yeah, it's funny because I am typically the give me the experience, give Dak a shot in the playoffs, give me Shotty getting experience, Clayton Adams getting experience, all the young players getting it. Not that defense. Like you wouldn't be able to put anything competitive together. It was that bad, So I mean, they looked like if they played their starters all game, I think they lose to the Giants. That defense was that bad. So the offense comes out and is not great. But I mean, what people don't understand is like that happens. Buffalo had a couple games where they got nothing. Buffalo with Josh Allen, and not versus like, they were playing like a top team in the league. Like, yes, it happened with Eagles, but there were other games where they just had bad games. And I remember a year ago, I think it was, when the Jets injured their Aaron Rodgers got hurt in like the first week a couple years ago. And then the Jets beat Buffalo, and you're like, what happened? I'm like, just, sometimes your offense has a bad game. Yeah. Like they were going to lose to the Giants with the starters. Like, they were that bad. And you could mentally, it just looked like the defense was like, God, can we get this experiment over with? And so if they somehow like snuck into the playoffs, I just don't see it. It would have been on the offense played perfectly. And they just, I don't see that against playoff teams. I don't see how they were going to beat those teams, like even be competitive. So give me the 12th overall pick, because like Brendan said, depending on who your top edge is, you might get the best edge. What if you think Reuben Bain's the best edge? I do not have him number 1, but if you do, and he drops because of his body type, top corner, especially if you believe the injured guy's the top corner, which I do, he could easily be there. He could be there at 20, and you could end up with him. Top linebacker, sure, he could be there. Like, top safety is dream, but that 12 is important when you're as bad as this defense was. And I'm not saying you have to take defense. I'm totally good taking one of those 4 stud offensive tackles, especially if you get one of the 2 that I really like. Take them. I don't care. It's fine.
You know what's really funny? I realized while we were, like, as soon as I got done talking, and we made it to the playoffs with injuries and just how the defense had played, Triquez Bridges would have been one of your starting corners.
Yeah, Glenn's hurt. Yeah. And Rebels hurt.
He's so bad. It didn't sound bad. I hope nothing but the best for players. But I didn't know who Bridges was for a good bit when he first started playing. I called him like the homeless man. That's my nickname for him. I'm like, brother, you came off the street. You are here. You're not an NFL player. What are you? And he got the interception against Denver. And you're like, oh, that's awesome. And you see Bo throw it 5 yards behind the slant. And you go, okay, you got beat that bad and you got a pick. That's hilarious. And so anytime something happens, that's like a joke I'll make with players. I'm like, no, you just bullied a homeless man. That's awful. Just doing this after every game. He's an athlete. He made it to the NFL, so much more than I'll ever be anywhere close. I couldn't sniff that even if I in Pee Wee the way he did it. So phenomenal. But like I said, I didn't know him. I'm a nerd. I read 25 in Bridges. I go, who in the world are you?
I didn't know who he was when we first picked him up. I had no idea. I was like,
I'm a nerd. If you ask me, I'm like, oh, that player played for this person, went to this college. This is their 3rd team. You go, the fuck? Like, what's wrong with him? Like, I don't know. You said Triquez Bridges. I'm like, who? And he's out there starting.
That is always so crazy when you hear about, like, your team signs a guy, like, who is this guy? And you find out like a week. Last month they were working at a Foot Locker, they were working at a grocery store, Amazon, and all of a sudden they're like starting for you in an NFL game. We're like, my God, dude, this guy.
And it's not 2020. It's not 2020. 2020 was a perfect excuse to have that happen, because you go, we have no one. Everyone's sick or hurt, and you go, we have nothing. So come here, come play the game. This is 2026 now. And he was playing outside.
I remember, the first time I heard a crazy story like that, it was for the Seahawks of the year that they lost to the Patriots. But like one of their star receivers who made like a couple of impactful plays, one in like the Super Bowl and one in the NFC Championship game. He was like the guy that worked.
Oh, Matthews. Yeah, you're talking about, I think, Bryce Matthews. It's something Matthews. It's something Matthews. I remember reading that, and I'm like, that's crazy. But then you show the highlights. Some people come off the street and they do things.
Right.
A lot of players don't.
Ballers.
A lot of players don't.
Yeah.
And we sadly had one of the players who didn't.
No disrespect to my guy Bridges here. Let's move on. He might be listening, guys. We never know. He's on the street back again, maybe from what I understand. But which team in the playoffs, not named Steelers and Seahawks, do you believe are more frauds than for real, Mike?
I don't remember what I put for that answer. What did I
I was
put?
like, I'm turning my phone on to look at my list.
Oh, I put the two teams with the easiest schedules. San Francisco has a lot of injuries, so they worry me. Going up
Yeah.
against a loaded team like Philadelphia, like no Fred Warner, no Bosa.
A laundry list.
Yeah, so that team could be frauds because they had an easy schedule and they won a lot of them. But and then the other one would be New England, just because they had a really easy schedule. It is what it is. Now they could win the Super Bowl. I don't know, but if you're telling me, if Buffalo win against them, I'd probably be like, I'm gonna pick the Bills. We'll see what happens.
How about you, Brendan?
Chargers, because I don't think they're that good of a team. They've shown me nothing.
Herbert's got to show us something, man.
And then the Packers, like that team is so beat up. I don't trust Jordan. I don't trust Jordan Love in big games, even when he is 100% healthy. Not having Micah is huge.
Yeah.
And you now have Diggs, at corner, so automatically you have someone to go throw to.
Yeah, Wyatt being out at DT is tough for Green Bay too.
Yeah.
I agree. I had the Los Angeles Chargers as well because we've got to see anything from Herbert in the playoffs that would, show us that maybe things are different. Even this year, like, these last couple of games that he's played, that hasn't looked great. And then I went with Philly only because it seems like their offense is still a work in progress even after 18 weeks. So, I don't know what to make of them, but I don't believe in the Philly.
Their defense will carry, and it sucks. Like, because their defense is good.
And
it's going to make their offense look okay.
The thing that's crazy about Philadelphia is it's quite possible they have the best roster in football. But their quarterback, I know we've talked about him for years and went back and forth on it. Their quarterback just is, at least right now, is playing atrocious football. Now, he has enough talent that if he plays not bad, he's like Dallas's defense. If he just, hit the open guy and we're going to win. Your defense is top 3. Your offensive line's been beat up, but when they're healthy, top 5. Your tight end's top 5. Your wide receiver duo's top 5. Your running back's top 3. Like, they're talented everywhere. It's just their head coach and their quarterback are overinflated by Howie, by how good Howie puts together teams. So they could win the whole thing or lose to San Francisco.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, it's like if their offense clicks at the right moment, then they could be easily the favorites to win it all. So, yeah, I agree with you there, man. I know that their defense hasn't been as dominant as last year's or whatever, but it's still pretty darn good. Good enough to take them on a playoff run, that's for sure.
Since getting Phillips, they've been a top 4 unit. I think since getting Phillips, that really changed them around. They were missing a edge rush presence.
Yeah. Which team in the playoffs not named Steelers and Seahawks do you? Oh, sorry, we just answered that one. Who was your sneaky contender pick, Brendan?
I put the Bears because their defense is playing so well.
Yeah.
And if you told me Caleb Williams somehow turned things on and he's just popping off, I wouldn't be shocked. But also, for the AFC team, I have the Jags. They're the hottest team in football right now, man.
The Lawrence, man.
Who do they play in the wild card? It's Buffalo. I think that game's gonna be awesome. I think that game's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's a game. Josh Allen losing to Jaguars first round with no Mahomes in there would be wild. But it could absolutely happen.
This chance to do something this year, dude.
The Bills' defense is bad. Their weapons aren't good.
And Jags' offense is not bad. It is.
And their defense is not bad either.
Liam Cohen Liam Cohen went from a meme in the offseason.
Duval.
And you go, I don't want you. I don't want you anywhere near my team. And then you go, oh, hey, they could have gotten the 1 seed. They had if Denver and New England lost, the Jags would have been the 1 seed. What? New England wasn't going to lose to Miami. It wasn't going to happen. Even though I was begging for it to happen because we would have pick 11. But that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
And of course, Denver's not going to lose to Trey Lance. But dude, if that happened, the Jags would have been the 1 seed. Out of nowhere. The AFC South is awful. We're all talking about the Colts. And here comes the Jags that's coming up here. Oh, yeah, we won the division. I didn't see that coming.
Mike, who's your sneaky contender?
So I could cheat and say, well, Bills and Rams. You know, the 6 seed or 7 seeds or whatever they are. I don't remember their exact seeding, but you could cheat but everybody knows people expect Josh Allen and Matt Stafford to go on a run. So I actually did pick Bears, mobile QB in turnovers, and I picked Jags, 8-0 in their last 8 games. So me and Brendan were on the same page.
Mike can't bully me. Let's go.
I had the New England Patriots, and the laundry list of injuries had kind of slipped my mind for the 49ers, but even with that laundry list of injuries on defense, man, their offense is clicking. I mean, Brock Purdy, since his return, has been really hot, especially in the month of December, with the exception of that game against the Seahawks. So I still kind of
probably the best defense in the NFC. So you can't really kill them for that. And from what I understand, and this is coming from someone I trust because he's all Niners, he was like, yeah, they were running all vanilla.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, they're probably trying to say too much,
Seattle anything.
Yeah. Because Seattle is, again, like we talked about just the previous question. I do believe that they are frauds as well, but that defense is something serious, man. It'll be kind of interesting to see what they do when their time comes here in the playoffs. Which games are you most excited to watch, Mike?
Bears. My dad's a Bears fan, so I want to watch for them. And then if Bears win, we know Green Bay's pick is lower. So in that game, I have a straight up rooting interest. I know I'm going Chicago all the way, 100% into Chicago. So yeah, it should be great. If you watch the other 2 games they played this year, Bears Green Bay has been awesome. So I'm really excited for that one.
Bears are a fun team to root for. That's a fun team to root for, like when your team's not in it,
Yeah, and they don't really. I mean, they won in '85, and then they had one of the Super Bowl was like Rex Grossman or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's so exciting for my dad to have like a quarterback that could throw for 4,000 yards and an offense like he's like, he's always been a defensive guy because Bears, it's just what it is. Your team's always defense. So he's like, the turnovers are awesome, but he doesn't know about Ben Johnson and how he's like, that's crazy the stuff he comes up with. I'm like, it's just year 1, Pop. Just wait.
Yeah. Brendan, how about you?
The hate watch between Philly and San Fran is going to be generational. Like, do I want both teams to lose somehow? Yes.
We want San Francisco to win.
Oh, duh. I want Philly out of there. Of course. Like, no team can make me hate them more than Philly. Like, there's legit nothing you can do.
Bears, number 1 team I'm rooting for because Green Bay's pick is ours and it'll be lower. And my dad's a Bears fan. That this close though, I'm a San Francisco 49ers fan. Like, I'll wear the fucking jerseys.
Yeah. Niners will get bounced in the divisional round, but if Philly gets knocked out in the wild card, it's like, oh, we won it 2 years in a row. We won the division. Okay, cool. What do you have to show for it?
Other than a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about the second year run. That's like the big thing.
Yeah.
And then my other game it's Buffalo versus Jacksonville. I think that's gonna be a barn burner. I wish Travis Hunter wasn't hurt. In a big game versus Buffalo. That sounds so cool.
On either side.
Yeah, dude, game winning, he catches a touchdown, then game winning interception.
Oh my God.
The Twitter ESPN blows up. You're not topping it.
Yeah.
Twitter is on fire in that moment.
Those are my 2 games.
Yeah, Philly 49ers for me as well, and also Bills versus Jags for me as well, Brendan. Maybe we took a peek at each other's show sheets, it sounds like, here with this answer.
I think the Jags are going to be fun to watch. And also, it's Josh Allen in the playoffs. Are you going to turn that down?
He's had some of the most iconic playoff moments you've ever seen, Josh Allen.
Playoff losses of all time.
Man, for real. Feel bad for the guy. Truly do. All right, let's give our wild card predictions. We've got Buffalo versus Jacksonville. Mike, who you got?
I'm going to take Josh Allen. I mean, and I'm saying I'm going to take Josh Allen for a reason because defensively, weapons, well, that's not true. The run game for Buffalo is better than Jaguars, but it really is going to be. I'm taking Josh Allen to just overcome a team that's their team is probably not better than Jacksonville. It's an underdog pick.
I chose Jacksonville.
Brendan?
I chose Jacksonville. Their team is so good, dude. Like, I think they're going to go on a run. Do I think they're going to make it and win the Super Bowl? We'll find out later. But like, they're just fun. I want, like, if we're not in the playoffs, I want chaos and I want fun.
Come on.
Josh Allen doing.
Both you guys pick against.
Josh Allen winning isn't fun. You go, oh, he won. He beat Jackson. If the Jacksonville do what they did against the Chargers, where they almost like out-charged and all that, you go, oh.
I would not be mad if Josh Allen made it to the Super Bowl with this team, just so he could, like, this might be the only year he could ever do it. So if he finally did it, I would not be mad because he's a likable guy, but I just don't think this.
Their wide receiver core is awful.
Yeah,
they're the whole, other than James Cook, they got basically nothing. Well, that's not the offense.
Tight ends, Hey, they're tight ends. Yeah, but like their defense is okay. They might play better in the postseason because McDermott's great, so we might see that.
Yeah,
but like their outside weapons, Keon Coleman's an idiot, and so he really screwed that team.
He scratches, man. Yeah,
you have Brandon Cooks and Khalil Shakir. Those are your two guys that their defenses have to be afraid of.
If he could get any wide receiver cooking, they could go on a run. Like, because they're tight end, their run game, their offensive line, him moving around with the ball is all good. They just need somebody to step up and make big catches but I'm with Brendan. I don't trust any of them. I'm just picking Josh Allen to be special. That's all.
You wouldn't be wrong. No, you wouldn't be wrong with that choice either. Like if you look,
you're not wrong.
If you look at big names in the playoffs, he's one of the only guys there.
Dude, imagine if George Pickens was on the Bills with Josh Allen.
It's they're winning this year.
Yeah.
If you just the same team and you just throw them George Pickens, they're coming out of the AFC.
We'll probably talk about this in the offseason, but I've been thinking it's like if the Cowboys don't sign Pickens, where would he go? And I'm like, Buffalo makes sense. The Raiders
They will tag Pickens.
Yeah.
They may not sign him, but he will be on the team next year.
Yeah, I'm all for it, man. Either way. Okay, here next game. New England versus the LA Chargers. Brendan, who you got?
The Patriots. The Chargers, like I said, they don't have much.
They got defense, bro. I mean,
their O-line, awful. Their wide receivers, okay. Run game, we really don't know what their run game with Mario and Hampton is because it's just a stretch. And their defense is fine.
I don't know, man. They were like top 5 in pass touchdowns allowed, right? Or were they number 1? When they faced the Cowboys, they'd only allowed 13 all season?
They're number 1.
Yeah. Where do you got, Mike? Chargers?
I haven't picked the game yet.
Oh.
I think I'm going to pick the Chargers in an upset.
That'd be
that would qualify.
If I just knew Herbert was good, like not like I'm going to play, but like I'm playing with no worries.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would pick Chargers. I think I would pick Chargers in an upset.
If there's a big name QB playing this next weekend, Mike is choosing them, is what we're saying.
No, I don't think Herbert's a big game. I think Herbert's the most overrated quarterback in football.
Well, I'm not talking about big name.
Hurts is most overrated, but Hurts has played really. Hurts has outplayed Patrick Mahomes before. I've never seen Herbert play great. Never, I've never seen it in a big game.
Yeah.
But I have two things: that defense versus a New England team that hasn't really played anybody this year. And Jim Harbaugh is one of those type of coaches. Like he will come into this game with a plan. My worry is Herbert. That's the crazy thing with that offensive line. Herbert just doing something dumb to blow it worries me.
Yeah. Drake May is just the way that they played this year. It's hard for me to see them losing, but they are inexperienced. At least Drake May, obviously.
I don't know. That's the only game I haven't picked. I honestly have not. I'm not joking. You can like look on my written notes and on my other paper. You can't see it, it's too blinding. But I have not picked that game yet. I'm 100% dead serious. That game may not be picked till an hour before we play it.
All right, Houston versus Pittsburgh, Mike. Who you got?
I got Texans. Their defense should overrun Pittsburgh.
Brendan,
not much else to say there. That defense is gross.
I actually picked Pittsburgh only for the simple fact I think Houston is the better team, but I don't think the NFL wants Rodgers to lose in the first round. I think they kind of want Rodgers to.
Dude, Rodgers can get murdered
for his final season. We'll see, man. I mean, I didn't think they stood a chance against Baltimore in that final game, and they made something happen.
Well, they had.
They got a good run game, and they're getting DK Metcalf back, and Aaron Rodgers is like.
I think that was their big last hurrah.
They had the entire Catholic Church helping you win that game when they did that to the end zone. So like they had something else working with them.
Tomlin is 12-0 on Monday night, and word is that might be the Monday night game.
It is 12-0
at Pittsburgh on Monday night.
Yeah, we shall see, man. Houston's defense is elite, but can their offense do something, anything? Is the question. Next game, though, the Rams versus the Panthers. I mean, come on. Do we have to discuss this at all?
Rams.
No. Even though the Panthers beat them earlier this year.
I know.
But no, it should be Rams.
Same game. Yeah. All right, Green Bay versus Chicago.
Chicago.
I'm going Bears.
Hey, watch.
I think like the first two games, it's gonna be the last 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I also have the Bears going in this one. San Francisco versus Philly, Brendan.
San Fran.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Philly's offense is awful.
I got Philly. I think Philly's roster is just so much better than San Francisco's roster.
All right. Is there a team or teams that you view as a clear favorite to win the Super Bowl night?
Rams would be mine. In the NFC, they have the best quarterback. I think they have the best coach. Their defense is not great, but it can make plays. Like it has a good pass rush and stuff. So that would be if somebody was like gun to your head, I would be like, I'm picking the Rams.
Yeah. How about you, Brendan?
I didn't have any. There's a lot of teams you go, I'm shocked that they made it, but there's not a lot of teams you go, oh, that they made it, and you go, they did? Like I'm just like it's more like anything's possible in the NFL. This year is insane. That's the only reason why I am pissed the Cowboys didn't make the playoffs. I'm like, if there's any time to do anything, it would be this year because both conferences, you have Denver the 1 seed, you have Seattle the 1 seed, Chicago won their division. Like, what in the world is going on here?
That's weird.
It's an insane year the NFL season has been for 2025. I also have the Rams as like the clear favorite. I didn't really have one for the AFC, but if I did have to pick one, I would actually go with the Denver Broncos of the group that is in the
hard to go into Denver and win. Their quarterback is like
not good.
I would probably take Jalen Hurts over Bo Nix.
I'm going to the Denver game.
Are you serious?
Nice. Yeah, Cooper and I are doing a road trip up there.
Sweet. That would be awesome.
So
dude.
I might see firsthand of a team losing to Denver. I mean, losing in Denver. Like it's such a hard place. I'm going to see it firsthand.
It's either going to be New England or the Chargers, so that'll be a fun game either way, I'd like to think.
Oh, it's going to be great. It's their first time hosting a playoff game since the AFC Championship game of 2015.
Jeez. Crazy. What is your dream Super Bowl matchup, Mike?
Bears versus somebody in the AFC. I put the Jags but I would want somebody the Bears beat. Really maybe Bears in Pittsburgh because it would give Bears the best chance. But Bears, I don't want to see Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl. So it's like I at least want to see a fun team. So I said Jags.
Bears Pittsburgh. Wow, that would be
interesting. I know why.
I do not want Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl.
I know why.
God.
You have the perfect rooting power for that pick, but if anyone else said that is disgusting.
Well, I don't want Pittsburgh's not a name that I want either because they have 5 or 6 champions. Like I don't want them going ahead of us, Dallas and more, even though we're so far away.
Yeah.
What about you, Brendan? What is your dream Super Bowl matchup?
Rams versus either Buffalo or Denver. So either Josh Allen versus Stafford or Stafford versus that defense. I think either way you go, this is fun.
Yeah, mine is also Broncos versus Rams. Just Sean Payton versus Sean McVay would be a really fun.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
What is your nightmare Super Bowl matchup, Brendan?
Oh, Philly versus Pittsburgh.
Philly? Yeah.
Yep. That's disgusting.
Do
you want Rodgers to win it, or do you want Philly to win it?
Oh,
no.
God.
The answer is no. Well, it is that, but the real answer is no.
Yeah.
I want Mason Rudolph to win it.
Yeah, you turn off the TV. You don't watch it. I don't care who's halftiming. I don't care. I'm not
Pittsburgh
watching
is playing the Eagles, I'm wearing an Aaron Rodgers friggin' jersey.
Well, yeah, I always want Philly to lose, no matter what. But I'm throwing up. I'm throwing up. This is game.
Sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry.
That's just awful. Do you want one of the biggest douches in the NFL to get another ring, or do you want the worst fan base in the NFL to get another ring? What do you want? Either way, you lose. You might lose less if the Rodgers wins, but still, you lose.
Mike, would you get the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers jersey, the New York Jets, or the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Which one guarantees Philly's loss? I'll wear it. Aaron Rodgers does not really bother me, to be honest, comparatively. There's levels. Philly is up here and Aaron Rodgers somewhere not even near Philadelphia winning.
I definitely hate Aaron Rodgers more than I hate Jalen Hurts. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah, but the Philly fan base is what I hate.
Yeah,
I don't hate a lot of Philly.
No doubt.
People compare. If you can't see the difference between Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts this year, you know they're just not comparable quarterbacks. Now I get the team success. Philadelphia's team and GM are a million. There's more of a gap between Howie and Jerry than there is between Dak and Hurts. That's how much Howie leaps Jerry Jones as a general manager. But it's to hear people well, he won. And I'm well, yeah, he has the best team in football, of course. He has no weak. He is the weak point of the team as a good player. He's not a weak player. He's just, there's great and elite players everywhere around him. I don't think he was a top 10 quarterback this year. I don't think you can even make a claim he was a top 10 quarterback this year. I don't think there's any way possible you could call him a top 10 quarterback this year. But he could win the Super Bowl this year, no problem, because he's got top 5 everything else on the team. They have nothing under top 5. Nothing. Everything that they have is a top 5, top 3, around him. So it's all he has to do is not F it up.
Yeah, what's kind of scary, though, is that we've seen that he can go on those runs and not F it up. You know what I mean? I
tell people, every 5 games, Jalen Hurts will look like a star quarterback. He'll have one of those games where a team's we're going to put 8 guys in the box. We're not going to let you beat us with Jalen Hurts or with Saquon Barkley. Yeah. And they get one-on-ones on the outside, and Jalen Hurts is, killing them up. That's what happened in the Kansas City games. Spagnuolo was we're not letting them run. If he beats us on the outside, we'll live with it. And Jalen Hurts beat him on the outside. But people forget that people make it he had one, he had 3 pretty good games this year. Okay, any NFL, Trubisky had a great game this year. Mitch Trubisky had a great game this year. What? Okay. That doesn't mean
Carson Wentz had a great game this year.
Starting. Huh?
Carson Wentz had a great game this year.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you're an NFL capable backup, you can have great games. I've seen Cooper Rush have a great game against the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. What an amazing game that was, too.
That was great. It was great.
All right, what is your realistic Super Bowl matchup? I guess what's most likely to happen in your eyes, Mike?
I have Bills Rams. I think Josh Allen and Matt Stafford are the 2 best quarterbacks. That no teams are oh my God, this where they have a bunch everything. So Bills Rams makes sense to me.
Yeah, Brendan, that'd be a fun one too.
I put Rams Patriots.
That'd be interesting.
It's a good one.
I think New England has a good enough roster to not roll through people. They're not. That's not going to happen. But I think they're good enough to, every time.
Wouldn't shock me if it was New England Rams.
I can't wait for the Rams to lose in wild card. We're talking all this hype over Stafford's awesome.
Lose to Carolina again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Matchups, man. Never know. Matchups.
Desperate team theory is a real thing. I'm really intrigued to see what Drake May looks like in his first playoff appearance and what potential playoff run that he has. But also my
real defense. Chargers are legit.
Yeah. My realistic Super Bowl matchup was like my dream matchup, the Denver Broncos versus the LA Rams.
That'd be fun.
That's a good one. Very possible.
I have fans of each team, so that'd be very chaotic.
I think my goal is just to have a fun Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Two fun teams, two exciting offenses, some high scoring. Let's keep you around.
My goal is no Philly, and then whatever the hell you want after that.
There you go. It will be fun to see.
Oh, and no Green Bay. Because no draft pick.
Oh yeah.
No Green Bay for sure. All right, here we are from Mike's view from the sidelines. Do you like the defensive coordinators being linked to the Cowboys as of today, Mike?
I've only heard Flores linked to us. So I would say because Flores is freaking awesome. Why wouldn't you like that? He's fantastic. The funniest thing is who's Minnesota's dudes? Jonathan Allen, he's still a good player, but you didn't go into Minnesota they're the Texans. The Texans defense is just loaded. That's why they're great. Two elite pass rushers, a great corner, a badass safety. They're just, monsters. Minnesota's they don't have no Myles Garrett or Stingley or Pete. They don't have anybody like that. And he knows how to confuse people. So the one guy I've heard connected, I love it.
That would be crazy, Brian Flores in Cleveland, dude.
Yeah, Brian Flores. I wonder if I'm interested if he'll get a head coaching job.
Apparently he's supposed to be linked to that Raiders job.
Why?
Today. They've got some pieces on defense. It wouldn't be a 1-year project, obviously, but
and Flores is the one guy that can't be picky. Flores right now can't be picky because of the stuff, with the league and stuff. If he gets a chance to be a head coach, it's not like he can go, I don't want to go to the Raiders. No. You're not going to get a lot of shots there.
If you're the Raiders, why do you do it? It's he's a great defensive mind. You've seen what he does with young QBs. If Mendoza is not the guy he likes, if he goes to the training camp and he doesn't like him, stuff is going to go south.
And he likes veterans.
Yeah.
Flores is not a young guy coach.
And they don't have no one on that roster really other than Crosby. Everybody, they have Brock Bowers and they have Genty. Those three guys. That's what your roster is.
And they're going to have Mendoza.
You need a young offensive mind for that team.
I don't know. You think that if Flores did go to the Raiders, then they might be more willing to trade for a guy like a Kirk Cousins or something and try to make a not necessarily go all in type of season, but see what they could do if they
not with Mendoza on the board. Mendoza is one of those dudes. You just take.
You think he's the guy?
I draft him at 12 if he fell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I draft him. It is what it is. Dak is getting older. If a guy like Mendoza somehow fell, I would want to trade first. But I don't know, something happened and he got to 12 and nobody wanted to trade up for some weird ass reason, send the card in.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that. Just like you said, Dak isn't getting older, and then you have your insurance policy for the next couple of years. So that would be an interesting scenario there. Who do you think would be the best fit for this team as far as defensive coordinators go, Mike?
Okay, so the way I went with fit is I did what I expect Dallas to do, which is go with someone who has head coaching experience. There's a lot better candidates this year to do that. Flores would be one of them. The guy I would suspect would be Schwartz, Cleveland's. coordinator, and I'd love that. I think he'd be a great DC. You have to remember, do I think he'd have the number one defense? Well, no, he doesn't have Myles Garrett and Ward and Schlesinger and that type of group. But I've seen him take Philly to a Super Bowl with a group that I didn't think was as good as it was until Schwartz got there. And he's been a good defense coordinator for Detroit when he was the head coach, I think. But he's just always been a good coordinator. Everywhere he's gone, he's had good defenses. So if we went by what I expect them to do and it was a Schwartz, I'd like that. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that was a name that they talked about on 105 Through the Fan, and they were mentioning that he's not a guy who's likely to be a contender for any head coaching job too. So he would be here for at least more than 1 year.
That's a big thing too. They'll want somebody with continuity that might be around for a few years. That would be my guess.
Yeah, I can't imagine having 5 defensive coordinators in 5 years, dude. That would be bad for any franchise.
Luka's really good. He's just good.
Don't start. We're having a good day, bro. Don't start that.
Well, we stink. We're not contenders. Can I just have my little win against the Pelicans?
No.
Hey, hot take real quick. I think Cooper Flag, I think he might actually be as good as Luka. Doesn't have the personality, but I think he has that ability.
He plays better defense. So, but the scoring will be nowhere near as Luka, but his defense will bring him up bring his value up.
Luka is very rare, special offensive player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're talking in the realm of the Magic Johnson type offensive players, the Nikolai Jokic, like the highest of when you're talking tier 1 offensive, all around offensive players. Luka is in that range, and so it's hard for me to put players there. He's also very bad defensively. I mean, you got to be real bad, very bad defensively.
Really bad.
It is.
Yes, sir. All right. Of all the 12 players you've scouted, Mike, who is your run to the podium player?
Downs. Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State. There's not a guy I'd take above him. Period. Not even Mendoza. Not even the quarterback.
You think it's like
there and Mendoza's
Cowboys
there,
just turn the car and no hesitation?
Oh yeah, you're like there's not even it doesn't even take. I don't even field calls. Okay, and it's very possible he gets there. I don't believe he will. I think he'll go top 10, but he's still a safety, and a safety hasn't gone top 10 in
since Jamal Adams.
And that ain't a great one. It's not like people were like, well, we'll get him like when they got Jamal Adams. What a success story that was. Like, no, he ended up being a linebacker to end his career because he couldn't cover anybody. So, you know, the best of the best safeties have all dropped out of the top 12. There hasn't even been one in the top. So it is absolutely not it wouldn't even be a CD Lamb. You know how we're like, how did this happen? Wouldn't even be that. But yeah, that's the guy. He's my number one player in the draft. He just plays a position that people don't draft early.
All right. Here we are with Brendan's bashing, man. It feels like forever since we've had this. It's either Cowboys season or dealer's choice. Brendan, what'd you go with tonight?
So I'm like, of course, I'm looking at the time right now. So I'm gonna make mine a little short and sweet. Mine, it's a little bit of both praising and bashing.
Oh, okay.
It's praising on Dallas's end. It's bashing on the fans' end. It's praising because Dallas did what a team should do. You have a bad coordinator. You fire him before you actually have a chance of going so you actually have a chance of going after everyone. But I'm bashing us. Our standards are dropped so low. We're like, what's happening? What are we doing? Are we making huge moves? This is legit what every team does. They have a part of their team that's not good anymore. They're gone. They don't think about it. They're gone. And we're over here thinking, oh, we did it. We're going to go on our next run because no, your team finally did something. It's not even smart. It's just what you do. It's doing your job.
There was a team that fired the defensive coordinator like a couple weeks ago. It was like in the middle of a playoff run. So just to make your point. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just like you did what you're supposed to. I'm bashing us because like everyone's freaking out now. Like I was too. I was very happy. I was thinking like, dude, we're gonna go to February, and he's still somehow gonna be here. No, they finally did something what you're supposed to do. Maybe this will turn into more of a praising because maybe we're learning Shoddy actually has power and actually has a backbone. I've never seen that. Y'all have seen that. I've never seen a coach with a backbone. Are we finally seeing a guy who cares about his culture enough to go, hey, he can't be here? Diggs does dude, he's not wanting to listen to us at all. He can't be here either. Hey, your 2-star receivers, dude, they were being stupid last night. They have to learn they can't do that anymore. And so you can bench them for a series. Like, are we finally seeing something that I've never seen before? Bless you.
Thank you.
But yeah. So like I said, it's praising and bashing. It's praising the team because we have to praise them. It's like the bar is set so low, so you have to say, hey, I talk a lot of crap about you. I have to say when you've done something good. They have. But also, it's your job. Oh no, you had the worst defense in your franchise's history. And you go, okay, fine, we'll get rid of them. Thanks.
This is when you know the Cowboys fans have been down bad when they start making logical decisions and we're like, yes, we did something, man. Yeah. Woo! We're doing things now, boys.
And now if they spend like 20 million to 30 million total in free agency, contracts added up total. We're bringing out the balloons. We're like, oh, we're going on a run. We got it. Yeah. We're here. That's what teams do. This is what competent teams do. Hey, we need to get better. Our defense is bad. Okay, cool. We have that cap room. We have that cap room. Okay, that's going to that. That's what good teams do. And I'm telling you, I'm going to come on here shocked to hell. And we signed 2 decent free agents.
I need him to spend like $20 million on one edge rusher.
See, that's thinking too much. That's what good teams do, Mike. And we don't know if we're there yet.
Would you rather have a $20 million edge rusher or a $12 million linebacker for this team, Mike?
Edge rusher. Because I think I can piece linebacker together with Overshown, Wilson, a draft pick. I feel like I have one with Overshown. So I can make another one work in there with a competent DC.
You get an edge, you get Caleb Downs, then you get a linebacker with your second pick, and you still have to spend some money on corners. Oh my gosh. Dude. The flip around my brain, it's going to hurt.
Get Caleb Downs and let Gerard McCoy. Jamont? Oh, my God. I have to look at it. It's a weird first name. I apologize.
It's McCoy. Injured guy. All right. Well, that's all for Brennan's bashing / praising.
Here we are with Paul's Patriots update. It is with great sadness and a humble heart, but after 17 weeks and many, many disappointing performances from the Patriots receivers, needing only 2,200 yards combined, the trio of Stephon Diggs, Matt Collins, and Kayshon came up 86 total yards short of 2,200 yards, leaving me as the loser of the preseason bet and the soon-to-be participant in the one-chip challenge. Congratulations, Mr. Fergie Smith.
Yeah, that is awesome. I forgot if it was 21 or 22. I'm like, if I lose by 14, I'm gonna cry.
So this next year, we have to find a way to do a bet between me and Brendan because we've done
all 3 of us.
We could do that. I'm just saying, I feel like you've been at threat in both of them. Brendan and me have been in threat in one. So at worst, me and Brendan.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, I was thinking what might be fun is what if we did like the 24-hour Waffle House challenge, and whoever lost of us, whoever lost the 3 of us, has to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House.
Okay, Paul,
I don't know if I could do that with my health.
I'm gonna be in Denton. I'm gonna be in Denton. Don't do that to me.
There's ways though, Mike, like certain items off the menu, doing certain tasks that will take time off.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe.
And you're going to be a college student, so this will be like a fun day for you, Brendan.
No, not Waffle House in Denton. No.
Hey.
I don't know if I have a Waffle House here.
Well, we could do IHOP. We could do Denny's. We could, we'll find something for you.
I could do Denny's. They know me in Denny's well enough.
I can't believe we'll talk about it more, but legit, the Patriots having 2,114 yards between their top three receivers. Thank God we didn't put tight ends in there.
Dude, Keyshawn Butte, man. I
No,
thought he was
it's all that went to Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry had a phenomenal year at tight end.
He did.
And almost 800 yards.
All right, here we are with one word. Trevon Diggs' career as a Cowboy was blank. Mike.
Disappointing because, I mean, like I said, I'm not getting – I can't get people's jerseys anymore. The last two jerseys I got, the last three, Micah Parsons, they traded him. Yeah. Trevon Diggs just got cut. And the other one was Deron Bland because Fresno State. So when they re-signed him, I picked his jersey. He had his worst year, and now he's injured. So basically, if I get your jersey, I've effed you over. So I'm not –
Get a Jalen Hurts jersey, dude.
I thought about getting overshown because I thought maybe it would reverse because he's had the injuries and stuff. But I figure with the luck is if I got overshown, he would just explode and die. Like that it's the only thing I get. So I got to get off the jersey thing. I'm like jinxing everyone that I get a jersey for. So
yeah, I went from the Disney curse to the jersey curse. So no more jerseys for you, Mike.
No more jerseys. I'm down.
Brendan, what is your one word for Trevon Diggs' career as a Cowboy was blank?
Incomplete.
Good word.
Incomplete.
Yeah, I thought about using that one.
He showed so much, and we're thinking, oh, we got it, dude. Does he get beat? He does. But if you tell me you're going to get 5, I'm going to say, I know he had 11. I want to say 5+ interceptions a year. I'd take that any day of the week. We saw the Jets have nothing for the entire year. So if we can someone to 5 times that at one position, I'd take that. Get beat from time to time. But also, if you're telling me you got us the ball back in good field position, thanks. This defense would have loved some turnovers.
Yeah. The play that made me fall in love with Trevon Diggs was his rookie year, 2020, of course, that abysmal season. But we're playing the Seattle Seahawks. Yep. He gets beat on a deep ball by DK Metcalf. He doesn't give up on the play. He chases them down, knocks the ball out, creates a turnover. I fell in love with him instantly after that. But I went with worthwhile. I mean, he was a second-round pick. He got a second contract. He had the magical all-pro season. I know the end of his career here as a Cowboy wasn't what we wanted it to be, but we'll still have that one season, man. And overall, I feel like he was worth that second-round pick.
I'm just going to say, because I know we need to get to top 5 because we're running long. But I wanted to keep Trevon Diggs. I thought his contract wasn't that bad, anymore. And I thought hopefully with a new DC, it would look like a value. But because it was culture related, 100% good with him being gone. 100%.
For sure. Yeah, you hate that it ends on a culture way, but that's a discussion for another day. Here we are with top 5, and tonight's category is our top 5 co-stars or supporting actors. Brendan, start us off with your number 5.
Dude, I'm feeling so good after that Patriots update. I was terrified. I feel so good right now. I have an honorable mention. I chose one video game because I had to, but I have a real one. My honorable mention is Arbiter from Halo because Keith David is just awesome, and the character himself is just perfect. But my number 5 is Captain Rex. We've talked about him enough.
That's why not Colonel.
Dude, he's my second favorite Star Wars character of all time. I love Captain Rex. He's such an awesome dude.
So I think I might have messed this up on my own thinking. I went with actors who usually play supporting roles or our co-stars, not actual characters from a show or a movie. But that's on me.
I have two actors higher on my list, but honestly I don't watch too many things, so I did chose characters that I knew were side characters and stuff.
No worries. Maybe Mike and I's list will be a little bit more similar. So, Mike, give us your number 5, sir.
My number 5 is the ultimate side character of all time, and I had to put him in here. He is played by Tamura Morrison, Boba Fett. I prefer him in the part from Return of the Jedi where Boba Fett, the bounty hunter. I mean, he's probably the greatest side character in history. He got his own show. There was so much money made on his 5 minutes of total time through 2 movies that he was in there. So he's not really a co-star, but I wanted to put him in as like the ultimate like side, like no disintegrations. Like that's it. That was basically him in that movie. And then in Return of the Jedi, he got more time, but it was barely any. And now he's got his own show. He's on Mandalorian. Like it's crazy. I would expect him to be in the movie, to be honest. So we'll see what they do.
If they can go down to Tatooine, yeah.
Find a way to get him in there, okay? He only needs a couple minutes.
Mike and I's list is similar. Let's go.
There you go. No surprises there. All right, Mike, I want to see if you can guess this actor based on the movies that he's been in. He was in the Matrix series, he was in Goonies, and he's in Memento.
Okay, the Matrix series, Goonie. Oh, that's Oh yeah, I know who that is. It's I'll know him from Bad Boys because that's my favorite one he's in. But it's Joe Pantoliano.
Yes.
He's always gonna be the character from Bad Boys for me. But Memento is one of my all-time favorite movies, so I love him in that too.
Sopranos. You hate to love him in Sopranos, dude.
He's great in everything he's in.
Yeah. Yes, that was number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list. I was introduced to him in the show Boardwalk Empire, Mr. Michael Shannon.
That is maybe my favorite actor. He's in the top 3. He is so good. His intensity, he's incredible.
And then even like his just comedic moments are so funny because he doesn't really change who he is at all. You know what I mean?
He still has that super intensity, but yeah, he's great. Great choice. Great choice.
All right, number 4 on your list, sir.
Mine? No, so the way I did it is I was picking side characters from specific movies.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of time. I did this in the last like 20 minutes, so I only did movies. I didn't have time to think about shows. So mine was Mark Wahlberg when he plays Dingham in The Departed.
Oh,
his little parts where he's maybe go fuck yourself. He's so good in that movie, and to get him as a little co-star part was awesome. So yeah, Dingham from The Departed.
So good. Departed, man, God, classic.
Top 3 movies.
If we all don't have the same number 1, I'm going to be so genuinely shocked.
I don't have the same.
I guarantee
I promise you I don't.
No, there's no way.
Like, I guarantee you I do not have the same number 1.
I'm gonna this is gonna spoil without spoiling. My top 2 is what Paul wanted for the top 5. My top 2 is like that. There's no way.
Number 4 for you, Brennan. Come on.
Yeah, well, okay. With childhood, I went Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Dude, he's so funny. You need to. It's 3 seasons. It's such a good animated show.
I watched that movie thing.
No.
It was so bad.
No, that doesn't count. That's awful. It's like watching the Halo TV show.
All that matters, dude.
It's like watching the Halo TV show and saying, "You know what? The game series sucks because it has to." That's wrong.
I actually love the Halo TV series.
I know, and you kept. I
was so bummed they got rid of it. That was so good. Pablo Schreiber was so good as Master Chief.
No. Okay, I'm not getting into that. That's a whole rant that can happen. And then my number 3 is my favorite side character of animated of all time. It's Patrick from SpongeBob.
Oh, dude, that's a great one, dude.
Yeah, that's my childhood right there. My favorite animated character is Patrick.
That is a good one.
All right, Mike, number 3 on your list, sir.
Number 3 on my list is J. Jonah Jameson, played by J.K. Simmons in Spider-Man. It's genius. It's perfect. It is a perfect side character. He's hilarious. He's over the top. It's just a brilliant character. And the fact that they brought him into the Disney ones without any, he wasn't he's just the same dude. And they're like, we're just going to bring him in. He's the exact same character from the other ones. Brilliant. So good.
J.K. Simmons is the best. That's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's so awesome in everything.
Playing the dad in Invincible, voicing him so good. He's great.
He's so awesome.
Number 3 on my list is Sam Rockwell, and the role I chose was him and Matchstick Men with Nicolas Cage with their con artists.
Great movie. Was in my top 5 movies for a long time. I love that movie. He's so good in it. He's Iron Man 2. So good as a side character. I'm so glad he's getting main roles and stuff now. But yeah, another one top 5 actor in my. You have a lot of top actors in my top 5.
He is a good one, man. I would like to see the movie where he goes. He's an astronaut. He goes into space. I get to see it. But number 2 on my list, I went with Mr. Charlie Day, the character from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's does the voice of Luigi. He's actually started to get some main roles.
I haven't seen
amazing in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. If you haven't watched it, please do. Take the time to watch it.
Dude, my brother and my sister-in-law, they are so in love with that show. I watched bits and pieces.
I haven't,
but I've gotten to the point where people hype it up so much, aka them two, where I'm like, I don't want to watch it. I'm like, it's not gonna be as good as you talk. Like they're talking like this is. I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But also, you see how you feel right now, Paul. That's us most times on top 5s for you.
Just watch the Halo show. The Halo show is good.
No, he took his helmet off into the first 30 minutes. No,
it's a TV show.
It doesn't matter. It's not canon.
Yes, what is he supposed to do?
Keep it on, and you have Steve Downs' voice. That's what you do.
He's absolutely wrong. What you do. Pablo Schreiber is a great Halo, and the second season of that show, if you're a fan of the games, it's fucking awesome.
You're telling me you've listened to Steve Downs talk, and you go, no, that's not Master Chief. You see that man, and you saying that's Master Chief.
One is from the video game, and one is from a TV series where they actually have to develop the character. He can't just be a guy in a mask. It would never work.
Master Chief talks, and he's a badass.
All right, Mike, number 2 on your list, sir.
He'll kill you.
Samuel L. Jackson as Steven in Django Unchained.
Oh man,
Django Unchained. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
The most brilliant, the fact that he was not nominated is criminal. That was one of the best performances ever. The fact that Samuel L. Jackson basically played an Uncle Tom back in the day to a slave owner played by DiCaprio, obviously, is just, it's one of the greatest performances of all time. And it was originally my number 1 until I remembered one other one because I was doing this quickly.
It's so crazy to think about Samuel Jackson as a supporting actor because every movie he's in or role he takes on, it's just he brings it such to life and dominates it. It's I was just considered not a main star.
He is, and he's so good in that. He's the one that figures shit out. He's not some idiot. He just isn't Uncle. Those people existed back then. They were real people where they were it blows my mind that that's a real thing. It's not like a fictional made up character that really happened back then. But Samuel L. Jackson played, the fact that they got him to play that, you would never in your life think him as that, and he plays it genius.
Yeah. Brendan, number 2 on your list, sir.
John Candy in Trains, Planes, Automobiles.
Great one. Great one.
My favorite holiday.
I know, man. I'm so sorry, y'all.
It's my
this
favorite.
Summer, I swear I'm going to watch so many classic movies just for y'all so I can.
My favorite holiday movie of all time is Trains, Planes, Automobiles.
Those aren't pillows.
And he starts talking about the Bears.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Yeah. He has his hands between dudes' ass cheeks. But they're asleep, so you don't know. And he's like, where's your other hand? He's like, between 2 pillows. He's like, those aren't pillows.
Dude, that movie, we quote that movie all year round. And as soon as it gets the day, we watch it the day before Thanksgiving every year. That's tradition. You have to watch it then. And it's a
brilliant movie.
And no, he's so funny, but then he hits so hard on the dramatic scenes. His speeches are insane. My dad apparently found out they have a whole director's cut that they cut out. He had a speech at the end where it legit made everyone cry.
It was
good. That impactful. He legit made everyone cry.
I don't know how they cut that out of that movie.
I don't either. But then also there's scenes where he's so effing funny, where you're crying laughing.
John Candy was a genius level.
Yeah. And then for my number one, I don't have to explain this. It's Heath Ledger as Joker. Dude, you don't have to say a word.
I see him as a main character.
He's not a main character, though. He's the perfect side character. It's still all about Batman, but it's Batman figuring out how to beat the Joker.
The movie starts off with him,
Joker,
going through and everything. I believe he would be considered the number one because it's Batman and Joker. That's why they come on my list.
And I don't think there's anybody that like watches that movie and doesn't think about Joker when they immediately talk about The Dark Knight Return or The Dark Knight. I mean, you know what I mean?
That's the only reason I didn't consider him a side character or a. I considered him the other main character. Like to me, the side character would be like Dark Knight Rises. Yeah. Batman and Bane are the main characters, and then the girl. Is the side character. She would be considered the side character.
I think
that's why. Otherwise, good call.
I think the reason why I think it is for the simple fact of like, of course, the trilogy is all about Batman. Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight Returns. Like so, it's all about it is Batman. And then you have who he faces. Like Ra's al Ghul is your number one enemy. Number one, you have Joker. Number two, you have Bane. And number three, I think it's all because it's still all about. Wow, I'm completely blanking on the actor, and I hate
Christian
my life.
Bale.
Yeah, thank you. It's all about Christian Bale. Like, it is about what he does and how he gets broken in almost in each series. And
side characters to me would be Gordon, Catwoman, maybe Two-Face, but I think he was a little bit too much in it to be a side. But those would be the ones that I would consider side characters to me.
I count side characters like you can you count him as you said you count him more as a main character. If he doesn't appear in another movie with that, then I count him as a side character. So I know like lesser roles like Gordon and them are still side characters because he does return in each movie, but like his role is gone after Dark Knight.
But that's why we didn't have the same number one. Because I had a different. I was thinking like smaller characters in the movies, like Leonardo DiCaprio and Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz are the main characters, and Samuel Jackson is like the side character. He comes at the end, he's funny, he's not in all of it, that kind of thing.
It's so funny how different all our top three are, like
completely different.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the fun part, though. It's not fun where it's like, oh, Mike's number three was my number three, and you just go like, oh, that's not a conversation to have.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, very true. All right, Mike, number one on your list, sir.
Have you guys seen Baby Driver?
Yes.
No.
Bats. Jamie Foxx's Bats in Baby Driver is brilliant. First of all, the movie's brilliant. Edgar Wright is a genius director, and that movie is so unique and different and awesome. Mm-hmm. But Jamie Foxx is just he's smart. He's quick-witted. He's an asshole. He's a complete asshole. And he is a threatening villain as a complete comic relief character. That's what makes him so unique in that, is he's Jamie Foxx, the comedian in that movie, but you absolutely know he's the threat in that movie. You know it. He just is. Like, he's brilliant in it. It's one of the best performances as a side character that I love that's brilliant to me.
Yes, sir. Number one on my list, I went with the legendary, the great Mr. John C. Reilly, and I had tied the roles I was thinking of, his role in Step Brothers and Talladega Nights. I mean, come on, y'all. John C. Reilly. But even his earlier acting roles, I mean, he's amazing in Boogie Nights, dude. Come on, dude.
Brilliant. You could put him in anything, really.
You probably could.
He's fantastic. Dramatic comedy, whatever you want to do. Walk Hard, where he's the lead, is hilarious. It's brilliant.
I did not think it'd be anywhere as good as it is, dude.
Yeah, me neither. Hour and 20, boys. That's what happens when you get all three of us together.
I was like, this is what we do when we're not on for a while. We always go long. Those episodes.
We owe it to ourselves and to everybody listening to go a little over an hour, guys.
It's so
That was
much
a
fun.
good top 5 to a
Dude,
hard top 5.
That was,
Like
that
I didn't do
was
any
fun.
TV. I didn't do any games. Like that was a hard top 5. I was like, I'm just gonna do movies.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
that's
not
great.
easy, man. That's what took me so long. Yeah, before I close the show, I did want to just remind the audience, guys, that I wanted to remind everyone that even though the Cowboy season is over, the show will go on well into the off season. So be sure to stick around for our off season content, which some may say might even be better than our in season content. We'll be talking
I
about the
like
NFL draft
I
and
love draft.
prospects,
Dude, the offseason is the
off-season
best.
moves, yes, or lack thereof of off-season moves, the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl, and much, much more. So please stick around. I think Mike and Brendan said it. The off-season really is. It's so much fun and it's a lot more guest focused. So please stick around for that, man. But before we
And
get
you'll
you out
see
of here, Mike,
Paul eat a very, very, very hot chip.
suffering
Great.
through a very hot chip.
I love it.
I'm going to find a way to build up my spice tolerance, but I'm going to be down horrendously that day, dude.
Oh crap!
And you got to do it at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
Host
for sure.
throughout.
Entirely miserable for an hour and a half.
That's
All right, Mike,
the longest
before we start
episode
here,
of all
let's
time.
find you. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. CD Piglet, guys. Nice and easy.
Brendan, let the people know where they can find you on Twitter, sir.
At Brendan_Smith26.
I am Paul Ryan. You can find me on Twitter at Paul_Ryan15. We appreciate you joining us, and we will see you guys next week.
You're not all going to catch all this, but I'm taking